Hello and welcome back. So in this lecture, we are going to create a delete endpoint for deleting a room in the rooms router. And remember that whenever a room is deleted, the ID of that room should also get removed from the rooms array of its parent hotel. So what I mean by that? Let's go to Postman, and here in the get hotel by ID request, if I make a request to get a hotel detail by the hotel ID, so for example, if I want to get the detail of this hotel, if I send the request for this hotel in the rooms array, we have 3 room documents. Now in the result, we are seeing the room documents, but if I go to Compass, there you will see that the hotel document is actually storing the object IDs of the associated room. Okay, but in the result, since we have used the populate method, instead of room ID, we are seeing the complete room document. So what we want is whenever a room is deleted, for example, from the rooms array, if I delete this room, the object ID of that room, which is stored in the rooms array of the hotel document, from that rooms array, that object ID should also get deleted. So let's go ahead and let's implement this delete functionality. Let's go to VS Code, and here let's go to roomsrouter.js, and there I'm going to create a delete route. So I'll copy this route, I'll paste it here, and here we want to handle a delete request. And in order to delete a room, we also need the ID of the room which we want to delete. So we are going to get that ID as the route parameter. So this ID here, it is going to store a room ID. Now only an authenticated user should be able to delete a room, and that user should also be an admin user. Only an admin user should be able to delete a room. Okay, and here I'm going to call the route handler function as delete. Now currently we do not have this function in our rooms controller, so we are going to create this function. Let's go to room controller, and here I'll simply say exports.delete, and to this again we are going to use catch async, and to this catch async we are going to pass an async function, an async route handler function. So here I'm going to use the arrow function syntax, and this function is going to receive the request object, it is going to receive the response object and the next function. So this we already know from our previous lectures. Now in here, when we are going to make a request to this delete route, remember that this rooms router, it is nested inside the hotels router. That means to delete a room, the user has to make a request to /API/v1/hotels/hotel ID/rooms, and after that he need to specify the ID of the room which he want to delete. So basically the request will look something like this. So somewhere we have this create room request. I will copy this URL and let me open a new tab here. Okay, so for deleting a room, first of all, we are going to make a delete request, and then the route will look something like this. It should be /API/v1/hotels/the hotel ID/rooms. So we need to make a request to the rooms resource, and after that we need to specify the ID of the room which we want to delete. Let's say, for example, if I want to delete, let's say, this second room, then I will have to specify the ID of that second room. Okay, so in this URL, we have the hotel ID to which that room belongs to, and we also have the room ID using which we want to delete a room. So we are going to read this hotel ID first in our route handler function, and we are going to receive that hotel ID as the route parameter. So here I'm going to create a variable. I'll call it as hotel ID. Okay, and we are going to read this hotel ID from request.params.hotel ID. Then we are going to delete the room. And to delete the room, on the room model, I'm going to call find by ID and delete. Okay, and to this find by ID and delete method, we need to pass the ID of the room which we want to delete. Now, that ID also we are going to receive in the request parameter. So you see here, we also need to specify the ID of the room which we want to delete, and this ID will be assigned to this ID route parameter which we are specifying here. So we are going to read the value of this ID route parameter, and it is going to store the room ID. So here again I'm going to pass request.params.id. And this find by ID and delete method, it is going to run asynchronously. So let's also use await keyword here, because here we want to wait for the to be deleted. And after the is deleted, we also need to remove the ID of the deleted room from the rooms array of the hotel document. For that, on the hotel document, on the hotel model, I'm going to use find by ID and update. So again, we want to update the hotel document. And in order to update a document, in order to update a hotel document, first we need to find it. And here, since we are using find by ID and update, here we need to find the hotel document using its ID. And that ID we have inside this hotel ID variable. So we are reading that hotel ID from route parameter. So this will be the first argument. And the second argument here should be how we want to update the document. So when we are creating a room, what we are doing is we are adding the ID of that newly created room to the rooms array of the hotel document using this $push operator. Now, when we want to remove, or let's say delete that ID from the rooms array, there we have another operator called $pull. So to add an element inside an array in MongoDB, we have $push operator. And when we want to remove something from that array, we have $pull operator. So here I'm going to use $pull operator. And to this, we are going to assign another document where we will specify from which field, from which array field we want to remove something. Here, I want to remove an element from rooms array of the hotel document. And which element do I want to remove? I want to remove the room ID which we have deleted. And that room ID we will have inside the request parameter. So I'm going to specify it here. Alright, so first we are deleting the room document, and then we are updating the rooms array in the hotel document. And from that rooms array, we are removing the ID of the deleted room. And finally, we are going to send some response. So for that, let's say response dot status. Status here I'm going to set to 204.json. Okay, in the response, I'll set the status to success, and I'll set data, and in the data, I'm going to specify the room. And here I'm going to set this room with the room which we have deleted. So let me create a variable here, and I'll simply call it as deleted room. Okay, and let's assign this deleted room to this room property. Now remember that since we have set the status code as 204, in the response we will have no content. But still I am just setting this response content here. But remember that we are not going to receive this response. Okay, with this, let's save the changes. And let's go ahead and let's test this delete route. So first of all, let me retract this create route, and we want to test this delete route. So let's go back to Postman, and here I have already created a request, a delete request. Here I'm using the hotel ID of the single hotel which we have in our database. So in the hotels collection, we have a single hotel ID which ends with FA236. And here also this hotel ID ends with FA236. So from that hotel document, I want to delete a room whose ID ends with FA241. So here in this rooms array, we have this second room object, the second room document which ends with FA241. And also if I go to get hotel by ID, there you will see that currently for that hotel document, we have 3 rooms in the array. Okay. Let me send this request one more time, and you will see that we have 3 room array. Now let me go to this request and let me send a delete request here. So let's send this request. So in the response, we have received this 401 unauthorized and it says you are not logged in. So that's because in the authorization, we also need to add the access token because only an authenticated user will be able to delete a room. With this, if I send the request, we have received 204, no content. That means the delete request was successful. And we can verify that by going to rooms collection. If I refresh here, now we should have only 2 room documents. And if we go to hotels collection, earlier in the rooms array, we had 3 object IDs, but now we should have only 2 object IDs. We should not have this object ID which ends with FA241. So if I refresh the collection and if I expand this rooms array, okay, for some reason this is not removed from this array. Let's go back to our code. That's because here I forgot to use await keyword. Okay, and because of that, this rooms array was not updated. Anyway, let's try to send the request again. So again, I'm going to send a delete request. This time, let's go to rooms array and let's say I want to delete this first room. So I'll copy the ID of this room. Let's go to Postman and let's specify the ID of that room here after the rooms resource. Let's send the request again. So again, we have received 204, no content. Let's go back to Postman. Let me refresh the rooms collection. Now we have only 1 room. Let's go to hotels collection. And if I refresh, now we have only 2 object IDs. So the previous one, the one which ends with FA241, it has not been removed from the rooms array. But the other one, the other room which we have deleted just now, that has been deleted from the rooms collection and it has also been removed from the rooms array. Okay, so now our delete functionality is working as expected. Let me go ahead and let me save this request. So I'm going to call it as delete room and I'm going to save it in the rooms folder. So this delete functionality, this delete route handler function is able to delete the room and it is also able to delete the ID of the deleted room from the rooms array of the hotel document. So this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.